Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurts about a guide until the end. BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurts about a guide until the end.
Oh, we back at it again. Jay, Jeremy, Miriam, Ryan, friends until the end. What's new this week? That is our mission. Spoiler leaks, not our ambition. Call us geeks, come on now listen. Black and nerdy's our position.
Blurred boys, y'all know what to expect. Enter the podcast, we come in correct. Survivalist world, we coming for the throne. Blurred boys, survivalist zone.
BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurts about a guide until the end. BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurts about a guide until the end. Hey, 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 hey.
Taylor.
It's the Blurts about a guide. It's the Blurts about a guide. It's the Blurts about a guide.
Welcome back to another episode, everybody.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome back.
Jeremy's
I'm in front of the
frozen
camera.
on a loop.
You know, he's hitting that burst of a guy. That burst of a guy. That burst of a guy.
I just think I could hold
Dang, how long can he go?
I got the whole episode. The whole hour.
I was like, I'm glad you did that because I forgot to add something to this. So like, there'd be a second add something there.
You had a whole minute and 38 seconds, Ryan.
I know, but I didn't think about it until I saw something else.
So 1 minute and 39 seconds already.
Yeah.
Fair.
Wow.
What's going on this week, boys?
I'm back on camera.
Yay!
Hey, welcome back.
We had to take a whole week break because I just couldn't deal with not being on camera for a week. I just could not
He
deal.
had a little hissy fit.
A little diva moment.
A little bit.
We moved
A
on.
little bit. It's okay. It's fine.
We've grown.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens next time. Nah. Y'all were amazing. That was fun. I like being behind the camera.
I do really like being on the board, though.
It's cool, right?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Hearing it in my ears makes it feel like real.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
And what was funny is like last week when I had it, like I had both ears in, but I would take one ear out and it would be weird because
Yeah.
it's like I don't hear anybody. It's like wait, but they're in front of me. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan, for being you. Like
No problem.
This is what you do.
It's like
Glad I
take your
can
kid to work day.
contribute.
Yeah.
Take your kid to work day.
Yeah, basically. I was pressing buttons and doing stuff I shouldn't be doing. Yeah. Yeah,
The episode sounded cool. So.
You did.
Yay!
You did a good job.
Thanks. That was your turn.
So next week, Jay's on the board? Is that how we're rotating?
I don't know. He's
He's
been
gonna
missing
be on
for a month.
camera.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
missing for about a month. He's still missing. He ain't even in the building today.
MIA.
Dang.
I live with him. I don't even know where he is.
Dang!
I'm kidding.
Dang.
He's on his way home.
Someone put a tracker on that boy.
I already do.
Oh.
Hashtag AirTag.
Hashtag find my friend, find my iPhone.
Find my
Hashtag send me your location. Let's focus on communication and copyright.
Oh. Shout out Khalid.
Shout out Khalid.
Come on the show,
Come on.
Come on the show, Khalid. Come on.
please.
Get your butt over from
For a
where you're
favor.
going.
You ain't doing nothing right now, as far as I know.
What are we talking about?
Well, when this episode releases to the people, we have a new video, a new game, a new movie.
All the things.
All the things. A new movie coming out about some plumbers
Plumbers.
in a weird world.
Arguably the most famous plumber of all time.
It's a him, Mario,
And Luigi.
Luigi.
And Toad. And
Princess Peach,
Princess Peach. And
Bowser,
Daisy, and Bowser.
Well, like Rosalita from Super Mario Odyssey was in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I have faith now.
Oh, yes,
It's weird. I didn't expect to have faith.
So when I'm seeing all the actual trailer footage and the
And Jack
the
Black don't
interviews-
promote his bad movies.
That's so true. He's promoting this one pretty hard, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see his red carpet Bowser?
Yes, his Bowser tuxedo.
It was so dope.
Absolutely.
It
Did
was
you
so
see him
dope.
singing the Mario theme song?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen him do that. He also someone commented on TikTok. It was like Jack Black is the only person who can intentionally do a fart sound and it sounded good.
Yeah.
It's the only person. There's also one where he like it was still on his TikTok, but he did a whole like little Super Mario. They changed it and made like a whole 3D world in his backyard type deal, and it was like, this man is promoting this movie.
Jack Black is what happens when you create a character in an RPG and you put all of your points in charisma.
Jack Black is walking charisma.
He's just a.
If Jack Black wanted to run for president,
I'd vote for him.
He would
do
win.
you know how fast he would win?
He would win.
I'd vote for him.
He would, yeah.
I'm not saying do it,
But he would win.
but he would win.
He would win. And I don't know what that says about us.
Yeah.
I would vote for him.
Look, we had Schwarzenegger as governor for a time, and Ronald Reagan, the actor. Yeah.
Anyways, video game
movies.
That's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
because Super Mario's coming out the same day as this episode. I'm planning on seeing it probably next week. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Gotta go see Dungeons and Dragons first.
I also got to see Dungeons and Dragons. I might go see that Wednesday.
That's a game movie.
That is a tabletop
Game.
I mean, if you do it virtually, it's technically a video game.
If you do it on the computer,
Yeah,
Technically.
I guess.
I'll go with it.
So we could talk about that
Technically.
Technically.
No, but what I really wanted to discuss, and I put it in our group message earlier today, is just we're getting so many IPs now from video games, intellectual properties from video games out now, and I mean they've gotten exponentially better than video game movies of old.
Yes.
And I just want to kind of discuss on that, like why is it better? What movies have we seen that we thought were good, little guilty pleasure video game movies and stuff like that, and what are we expecting, like some of these future movies that have come out or are coming out soon? And yeah, probably some of these other not video game movies, because Ready Player One was one.
Yes, but it's not based on a video game.
It's a book,
So it's not an
based on a
adaptation of a video game.
It is a very good movie, though.
It is a good movie.
I enjoyed it. It came out on my birthday.
Nice. What a birthday present.
Yeah,
Actually, an
some
incredible
Spielberg
birthday present.
property.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
saw it in
yeah.
one of
Hey.
those, like, what is it, 4D theaters? With, like, the chairs that vibrate.
Yeah, like actually moving and stuff. Yeah,
It was a great
I
experience.
saw it in my 3x8 room. On
Hey.
the cruise ship.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, nice.
that was during that time,
Yes,
wasn't
it
it?
was.
What an era.
3 by
What
8
an
room.
era.
He said 3. Dang. Dang. Well,
You want to start or you want me to start?
I mean, you came in with the organization.
I mean, I know video game. I like
You do know video games, and
I'll start with a bad one.
what's a bad one? So we can, I'm ready to laugh.
Uncharted.
I still haven't seen that one.
Okay.
It's like been streaming and
So,
everything.
and I say let's start with the bad one. Uncharted is not a bad movie. Uncharted is a bad adaptation.
Mm.
So my issues with Uncharted, I'll just get out. I just hate Mark Wahlberg as Sully. I feel like there's much better choices for that character.
We've discussed it before. Like, who would you have casted as Sully?
Sam Elliott, John Hamm.
Is it even with like Tom Holland as Nathan?
Yeah, because I would believe John Hamm as a young.
Well, yeah, with John
Sully.
Hamm, yeah, but like
'Cause
Sam
he-
Elliott, because I mean, he's
Yeah.
already old. Like,
Yes, but if
You
you
need
do
an older
Sam
guy.
Elliott, you would just have to cast Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake. Which, if you haven't seen the incredible fan-made Uncharted film on YouTube, please go check it out. It's starring Nathan Fillion. It is very good. It's also a very good adaptation because they go into a sequence where he fights and it is directly pulled from the game. But the Uncharted movie, I feel like, took too many different parts from too many different games and kind of like smashed it all together. And it was one where they could have just adapted the first game straight out. And it would have been like, all right, cool. And they could have alluded to things that would come on, but like the opening sequence with the plane is from Uncharted 3, and then there's like elements from Uncharted 4 that they put in here, but then most of what happens isn't even in Uncharted 1. And I feel like if they had just taken the first movie with like Tom Holland and put it in there and just been like, Nathan Drake is a treasure hunter. We don't know much about him, but you kind of want to figure it out more. And I feel like that's what made the game so compelling. And so that by the time you get to Uncharted 4 Thief's End, you're like actually learning about his brother and like the things that he went through to like get to where he is, because you've played 2-3 games, and so he's like older and like a retired treasure hunter by the time you get to Uncharted 4.
Right.
And so he's kind of getting pulled back in because he wants to save his brother, and then you're like, now we can like put him to rest. And I feel like they were trying to do too much like building instead of just showing us Indiana Jones Jr.
I was about to say, or show us a 22-year-old Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I'm a retired treasure hunter. By the
Yeah.
second movie,
Yeah.
if they decide to go with the second movie.
Which like they could, and like if it's one of those movies where if you haven't played the games, it is I had played the games and I enjoyed watching it.
Right.
Like, I had fun. There was just things where I was like, man, they could have done this different. They could have done this different. But that's just my personal.
Well, I mean, you share the opinions of many of those who have
Yeah.
played the games and
Yeah.
have watched the movie. Because everyone that I've asked who has like played the game and watched the movie has basically given me the same thing. It's like, why did they jam so much into this one movie? But then also could have expanded upon it and made it a whole. They could have made it a series. They could have made it a series of movies. They could have made it just a TV series, and
Absolutely.
it all would have worked wonderfully.
I feel like Uncharted and Nathan Drake is one of the few mascots that PlayStation has. So just being able to see him in live action was it was cool. And then the voice actor Nolan North is in the movie.
Yeah, I did say some of that. Yeah.
Which was a cool little moment for like the people who know, just having him pop up on the beat somewhere, and then you just hear the voice. You're like, it's Nathan Drake. That was cool. So it was like it did a lot of things right, but it just should have simplified itself. I'm gonna do it again because that is a great segue to the next one I wanted to talk about. Which
Another Ryan Led episode. Let's go.
I genuinely think is a pretty bad movie.
It's actually bad.
Yes, and that's Assassin's Creed with Michael Fassbender.
I was going to ask about it because I keep seeing it on here.
Assassin's Creed as a movie is perfectly watchable because the fighting choreography is incredible, the stunts amazing. Like Damien Walters is one of the greatest stuntmen to ever do it, and he does like the actual 120-foot leap of faith.
Oh wow.
It's insane, and there's a great YouTube video where you can watch them film it, and he just like he does it like ascending heights, and then he just gets to the top and is like, all right, cool, and just jumps. So it's a great movie, but this is another case of them just trying to do too much, because they created, like Michael Fassbender and them created a character that was basically the main character of the video game series.
Right, because didn't they actually do the video game thing where like they kept going back and forth, in and out of
which would have been cool, which would have been fine, and everybody was like expecting that, but
Right.
they just created a character that was essentially the character that we already knew.
Yeah.
But they were like, but it's different, and we were like, you could have just made him Desmond. Like they could have taken the games, or like the Ezio trilogy, because I feel like if they were going to adapt Assassin's Creed, you adapt Ezio because he got the most content, and it's Ezio. Everybody loves the Italian dude. They created this character that was doing things that we already knew that somebody was doing in that world.
Right.
So it didn't make sense. And then like the jumping back and forth was worse than The Witcher. Like the first season of The Witcher has one of the craziest timeline issues I've ever seen.
Yeah, because I don't fully.
Yeah. And so Assassin's Creed, it doesn't it keeps everything in sequence, but the timing of them going back and forth doesn't seem necessary or warranted. And that's a problem that they've also run into with the games themselves, where the real world things kind of seem super detached from what's going on in the past. So like it was a little bit expected, but I just feel like they could have adapted the Ezio story, and everybody would have been like, cool.
Noise.
Yeah. But I thought it was a good try. I wanted them to do it. I wanted a sequel. I was like, because they got so much of like the action sequences like perfect. Like they got like all of the movements of the assassins and like how they fight, and all of that was like what you would want to see from an assassin movie. They just messed up the story pretty bad. But yeah, you can go now. I'll stop.
You're so passionate. I love it. Passion.
Those are just properties that are very important to me.
Yeah, no, I get it. How about that? Their Sonic the Hedgehog.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Adaptation.
Yeah, yeah. Had to shift it from very different type of video game than Uncharted and Assassin's Creed.
I love that movie.
But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, both movies, Sonic and Sonic 2,
yeah.
they were fantastic.
I mean, Jim Carrey doesn't really do bad movies, especially now.
Yeah.
Right. But he
I just enjoy the fact that Sonic is what is keeping him acting.
basically.
Like,
Yeah.
him playing Mr. Robotnik is just what's keeping him enjoying being a part of all
Yeah,
that.
because I mean they essentially directors and everybody was essentially telling him to say, no, Jim Carrey, here's the script, here's the base.
Yeah.
Just like,
Do
do what
you.
you want.
Yeah.
Take this and run
Because
with it.
Robotnik is just that eccentric scientist, so we just
Yeah.
need somebody who's going to be eccentric. Doesn't necessarily have to be fat. Doesn't have to have the mustache and all that. And yeah, but
When
Sonic
they
2,
gave him the
yeah.
mustache,
Yeah.
though,
Yeah.
I was so excited.
Yeah, from that, and then if you see in the second movie when like he's in a coffee shop and turning into a secret base, and like has to like redo his whole costume, they like skim through it, and there's a like if you look at it real close, there's one where it's not a fat suit, but it's it's bloated out, so it's like a full circle. It looks like the video game character, but like with Jim Carrey's head and legs, and it's like they know what they did.
And also, I will say, this is one of the few times where I can say bullying works.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, you got Paramount got their ass chewed out.
Y'all remember
from
what Sonic
Ugly
looks
Sonic.
like.
The turnaround was so good, it almost seemed like what they did was intentional.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like they said, you know what? Why are we paying a room of people to give us like test, reactions when we could just
Let's just release this trailer
and
with
get
this
the
is
feedback
awful.
from the people.
I do remember people just immediately going like, "There's absolutely no way that this is the real thing. We're gonna get that for trailer in 2 weeks."
Yeah.
And sure enough, 2 weeks later, we got new Sonic.
New Sonic,
I mean, they built up hype around it. That's for dang
Yeah.
sure.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how would everyone have felt? And I'm not just talking about in this room, but also just in general. How would have everyone felt had they kept OG Sonic appearance, like Ugly Sonic appearance, but the same movie?
The movie wouldn't have been successful.
It wouldn't have. I don't think it would have.
No, we wouldn't have been able to get past the teeth.
The fact that the teeth,
and the
the
chip
small
and-
nose,
He just looked like odd.
grotesque.
When
Like,
they when
it
he
was the
made
Five Nights at Freddy's version of Sonic. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. When they made the the cameo, when he made the cameo,
Oh yeah, Ugly Sonic and Chip and Dale
I was like,
Restoration.
oh yeah, I cannot have a movie of
Yeah.
this. You were just too unsettling.
Yeah.
You said 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Oh.
But yeah, no, like Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, it was still faithful to the video games, to the point that like in the first movie they made sure it was focused on like the video game lore in terms of he came from like I forgot what planet he came from, but when he got to Earth, like it wasn't New York City or like this random place. It was Green Hill Valley,
Yeah.
or like whatever. The
I
city
love
was. It was
this. I
still
love
Green
when they
Hill.
went into the zones
Yeah.
and you heard the music too.
Yeah,
And it
but
was
then
so
also-
subtle and like
Yeah.
it wasn't like just because like the Mario movie, just to compare it because it's Mario and Sonic.
Right.
The Mario movie is gonna be super over the top every
I
time.
mean,
you get to
I mean,
it.
I played y'all the orchestra version
Yeah.
of like the song, like the suite of the.
The first
Super
time he goes down a pipe and you're just gonna hear
Yeah.
like just it's gonna
Oh, yeah.
send everybody. But I feel like the way they did the music in Sonic, where like they entered and you just heard the theme kind of like creep in the background, even if he wasn't doing anything.
Right.
Also, they made Knuckles look scary.
They did. They
Knuckles
really
had
did.
Tim. Knuckles was a Negro. All right.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
Oh, yeah.
He had Tim's. He
They
had
just
dreads.
confirmed what we
He
all
was.
knew.
He was from Brooklyn,
Oh,
and then
man.
voiced by Idris Elba. It was just all of the above perfect.
I'm
I mean,
excited for Shadow too.
man.
Next
I
time.
wonder who's gonna voice him. That's.
I love Shadow.
Hayden Christensen.
I mean,
Give me Hayden Christensen as Shadow.
I'm not mad about that.
Somebody said on Twitter, Hayden Christensen is to lightsabers what Keanu Reeves is to guns, and then posted like 8 clips of Hayden Christensen just like training with lightsabers, and he is not wrong. It's ridiculous.
Really?
It was like choreography.
I mean, man had all that time in between his like the prequel movies.
But
and
this
coming
was
back
like
for Obi-Wan.
footage from while they were shooting the prequels, and it was choreography that they cut from the movie.
Because he was just
And
doing.
it
He
some
was
of
too
the
good.
most ridiculous. He threw the lightsaber in the air and caught it, and then
I've
Suzuki
seen
saber.
that footage.
I mean,
Come
he
on.
killed
Yeah.
that role. There's no argument.
Because I think someone like fully like animated with like the lightsaber fight, where it's like he threw it up, it turned off, he caught it, and turned it back on. Like,
Come on. Anyway.
back to Sonic. Like I said, one more Easter egg before we move on to another video game was like in the first movie when he had the coins, like the teleporting coins, and he was like he would have all the power and everything, but then he would lose them. That's the only time like when he got hit, he would knock out.
Yep.
Like he got knocked out. It's like but they just
They
they input all the small things. It's like that is dope, and I'm happy that it did that.
You gotta talk about Detective Pikachu while we're talking about Sonic.
You're right, because
Oh, wow,
that
yeah.
was
for the Pokemon movie, for an original Pokemon movie, even though it was based off the Detective Pikachu games,
Yeah, I
it was
enjoyed it.
fantastic.
I
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Also, all of the Pokemon looked exactly how I would imagine them to look in
Like
real
with
life.
fur, with scales, with
Psyduck has terrified me since I was a child, and that scene in the taxi where Psyduck is just like was everything that I needed it to be.
the fact that specific Psyduck had like migraines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't scream, but his homeboy was
The attention
was
to
gonna lose it.
detail was very evident.
Yeah, but I mean Pikachu just being like the
Pikachu looked awesome.
furry fuzzball that we all know and love.
Charizard?
Charizard was badass.
Come on now.
Yeah. Why can't Disney needs to take some notes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even Mr. Mime, when the whole Mr. Mime scene and like his shoulders were freaking dodgeballs,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I
throws
absolutely very well done.
But also Ryan Reynolds' voice of Detective Pikachu is
Hilarious.
I mean I understand it's Ryan Reynolds still being Ryan Reynolds, but
Yeah.
it was still just
It was still a good choice.
I still just remember like Ryan Reynolds, like, even like in the Pokemon battle scene, he just go Pika Pika. I need another live action Pokemon movie.
I was about to say, I know they're working on a Detective Pikachu 2. But I was
So is Ryan Reynolds going back into the Pikachu?
Yes, he's playing Pikachu again.
But when are you supposed to? He got out. He hugged his son. What happened?
Ryan Reynolds got
In
a
between
Pikachu.
times. Did YouTube just come back and be like, nah, bitch, get back in there? Like, what happened? No.
I want in a perfect world, a Pokemon adaptation for me would be an original story that ends with you fighting ends with the beginning of a battle against Ash Ketchum.
I like that.
Like
I
an
like
adult
that.
Ash, like it is it's set in the future, and it is an adult Ash Ketchum is the
Who's
Pokemon.
finally the Pokemon master.
He is like the Pokemon. He is the head of the Pokemon League.
Yeah.
And you don't tell anybody that you are battling Ash, and like it can even be post-credit scene. You don't even do the whole battle. All you need is just, all right, we made it to the Pokemon League. You just have to have him and Pikachu just kind of stand there and be like, you made it. And that's all you need. And
You see, just says, or not even like they don't even have to cast it yet. Just literally.
I just need a silhouette.
Not even a silhouette. It was like you hear the you made it. You see like the blue jacket, the fingerless gloves,
Yeah,
and then like
Pika.
You hear Pika, but then like as soon as like it like zooms back out, he turns around and you just see the cap and like he just throws it backwards. It's like, oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh.
Ash Ketchum.
Man.
Yeah.
Or Red. Like I feel like it's time that we give like some of the, because Pokemon, like the Pokemon manga is brutal. like they are fighting in this manga. So I think it's time for like a real like trainer story.
Oh yeah, like an actual like
Live
Pokemon
action.
story, definitely. I mean, speaking, like, kind of segue into that. Would those be considered like video game movies, even though it was based off manga as well?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like the
It's a video game first.
Pokemon movie, it was.
It's a video game.
Okay.
First. It's a video game, then the trading cards. It was a video game, manga, trading cards, TV show.
Okay. 'Cause
Oh, wow.
Those
I didn't
were
realize that.
fantastic. Like the original, like
Yes.
Pokemon the first movie and Pokemon 2000, special places in my heart.
Jirachi, the one with the wishes, cry every time.
I hate today, man. Wait, how y'all feel about the Pokemon I Choose You movie?
What movie?
You know.
I don't know what you're talking
What are you
about.
talking about, Jeremy?
Yeah.
your boy at the end.
What happened?
Where Ash is just like, hey buddy, hey Pikachu.
I do not recall this ever occurring.
Why'd you save me?
Man,
And your boy Pikachu.
people keep trying to convince me that movie exists. Like they told me that M. Night Shyamalan made an Avatar movie, and I'm just like,
I
how
keep trying to
that-
censor him out.
Like, what did that happen?
And
Like,
Pikachu, I
I think you were hallucinating.
He kind of spoke.
I need whatever you were smoking that day because clearly you're doing better things than I am. Because I do not recall this ever happening.
I'm completely sober.
So another video game adaptation that was honestly a very solid adaptation of a
Because
video
Ash,
game.
I love you.
But appropriation LOL is Jake Gyllenhaal's Prince of Persia.
I was young enough to be like wanting to go see that movie, but also my brain was like, no, you know.
So appropriation LOL. Don't do it.
It just.
You could cast it better.
Oh, I'm still
It doesn't make
However,
any damn sense.
it is a very good adaptation of Prince of Persia, the
Is
video
it?
game. It is. It is also a one where people are like, "Oh, it's shitty," because it is Jake Gyllenhaal had no Persian.
No.
Is not Persian.
No.
But I thought the action sequences in it were cool. I thought the way they did the knife was very well done. I have the Lego set still. I thought the costumes in it were great. I thoroughly enjoyed Ben Kingsley. But appropriation.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, and Ben Kingsley.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley.
While we're still,
Dang! Hold on.
yeah, we can just talk about it. He also played Gandhi, but it's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This man is
He did play
appropriation.
this dude has played like
He's just British.
every brown colored person,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even the Iron Man, and then
Yep.
Shang-Chi, and then what? Ben
It's crazy.
Kingsley,
Huh.
what you doing?
He's getting his bag, is what he's doing.
Yep.
Poor K.
So Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
Poor K. C'est quoi? Poor K.
Did y'all watch Mortal Kombat of 2021?
I did.
I did.
I
Did
did.
you like Mortal Kombat of 2021?
I did not.
I'm gonna be honest. This is not me setting you up to be like, that movie was shit if you liked it. That was a genuine question. Because
I did?
I enjoyed it.
I did.
The
I was
first
hoping
fight
they would
scene
get-
honestly carried me through the whole movie.
Oh yeah, like back
Between
in
Scorpion
feudal
and
Japan.
yeah, that
Yeah, no, that was a dope fight. But
that
like,
made me love the movie, and
I'm
I
just
will
mad
never
that
love it.
Jax had. It was weird watching people like become their characters.
Yeah,
They could have done better things in that term, but like actual fighting and seeing like the actual fight scenes and sequences from the games, that was dope. Like
I did want more. I did want a couple more fatalities, if I'm being honest.
I mean, when Raiden yelled, not Raiden. What's his name with the spinny hat?
Scorpion?
No, the other one with the spinny hat. And he
Raiden. Right?
He threw his head in the ground and it was spinning, and the lady with the
Oh
bird
yes, I'm not that. I don't know Mortal Kombat that well. I
Okay.
just like the movie.
John does. We watched it when it
Yeah.
came on HBO Max, and but like that scene, because he like when he actually spoke out, he was like, "So and so wins fatality." Like he
Yeah.
said it himself. I'm like, that's cheesy, but I'll allow it.
I really wanted them to do stuff like make it cheesy, because Mortal Kombat.
We do
was-
need more just cheesy video game movies.
Like I
mean,
feel like
we're
if we
getting
do
it,
if we do another Street Fighter movie, it's got to be just a bunch of characters that we all know and love need to just come
Yeah.
on one by one and just fight and then leave. Like that is all it needs to be. It doesn't need to be.
Scott Pilgrim-esque almost.
Yes.
Because that was the thing about me, for me about Mortal Kombat was it was just a really dope action movie, which
Yeah.
I get.
we didn't even make it to the actual Mortal Kombat. It was just
Yeah.
everything
Right.
before the
They
turn.
were
That was
building it.
the thing that pissed me off so much. I was like, I watched this whole movie and there wasn't even a single.
Yeah.
There wasn't a combat. Not a combat. No mortality.
I know they are working on a sequel.
And they go straight to HBO.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will say, if
I'm
The
gonna watch it.
Miz, the WWE wrestler,
Yeah, if he's not-
if
yeah.
he is not Johnny Cage,
He's
in
been
this
campaigning for
movie,
that.
Like, if The Miz is not Johnny Cage, and if Batista is not in Gears of War, I will not accept those as
I was
adaptations.
like, it's just there are just some characters, some actors who are like campaigning for these roles that need to be in these roles.
The
And
Miz
those
needs
two,
to be Johnny Cage, and Batista needs to be Marcus Phoenix. There is not another human alive that is big enough to be Marcus Phoenix, just naturally. And Batista is that big.
You're right.
The
I
Rock
was
can't do
about
it.
to say I was gonna say his name, but
The Rock can't do it.
The Rock is gonna play The Rock. Yeah,
he
The Rock-
can't emotionally carry a movie.
The Rock
like
gonna
he
He
play
can.
The
can't.
Rock.
We all saw Black Adam.
Yeah.
The Rock gonna play the Rock.
Ah, did I?
We're not
I didn't.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I was like, we're not doing this again.
So we're not making that suspect. I seen it.
I seen it. Did y'all watch Tomb Raider?
That was gonna be my one.
Oh, okay.
My one.
Which one? The Angelina Jolie one or the other one?
Yes. Angelina Jolie one.
The second Angelina Jolie one has my favorite action sequence of all time.
Which one?
It's when they're in the mine and her love interest for the movie just start making out as they just fall and shoot
Oh,
people.
I
That is
know
the most beautifully
exactly.
shot thing I've ever seen.
I know exactly.
It changed my life.
I am right there with you. We had it on DVD, and it was actually like in a legal, it was a purchased DVD that had both of them and Mr. Popper's Penguins for some reason. But I would watch those two back to back and just like fast forward to the parts that interest me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those. I also
Mr. Popper's Penguins, you know them penguins, man. Hell yeah. Them penguins.
No, was Mr. Popper's Penguins? No, it was Mr. McGorium's Wonder Emporium.
Mr. McGorium's Wonder
Mr.
Emporium.
McGorium's Wonder Emporium. For some reason, I get those two mixed
It's
up.
hard.
this is just a little sidetracking, but I would love if they continue to do the Uncharted series with Tom Holland, which I hope they like give them another shot because I feel like he can get the character right. Mm-hmm. But I would love if they had Angelina Jolie's Lara Croft meet Tom Holland's Nathan Drake.
Full on.
Do those two games cross?
No.
Oh.
But they could.
They could.
Oh.
If there's like if you just have Angelina Jolie play Lara Croft, you can have her be like the retired treasure hunter.
Yeah.
You don't even have to call her
Lara Croft.
Lara Croft. She just needs to appear and then help him, or like just kind of be. She doesn't even need to do anything. She just needs to be in the background at an auction that he's trying to steal a key at. And everybody's like, "Oh, she exists."
Yeah, just dressed in full Lara Croft gear.
She doesn't even need to do
Pay
that.
her
She just
$1
needs
million
to be in the movie. True. Like if you just put Angelina Jolie in a treasure hunting movie, everybody's gonna be like, "Ah, Lara."
Yeah.
Like. It's probably one of the
if they give her like her 2001 sunglasses, that's all they need.
And the braid?
Yeah,
give her the braid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
give her a braid, the leather jacket, and some pants, and just have her
2001 sunglasses just
sitting there.
Have her beat. You can do that. You can have her beat Nathan Drake to something, and just have her be waiting there and be like, "So who are you working for?" And he's gonna be like, "Nobody, myself." And she goes, "Sucks," and just leave. Like I would love that.
She could pull a Norman Osborn.
Yep.
You know, I was something of a Tomb Raider myself.
I would die if that happened. That would be so cool. Man.
Oh man.
Nah, I think that would be if they could figure out a way to get Lara Croft into Uncharted 2. That would be really very cool. I feel like
very, very dope.
That would be the only way that they could.
It'd be funny if they put in what is the time period of the Tomb Raider movies?
They're like modern.
Yeah, 2000s.
Okay, yeah. I was like, it'd be funny if they put her in that new Indiana Jones movie.
You know, I was gonna say Indiana Jones. Just let him let what's his name pop up. Indiana Jones.
Do you have many more? Because I have some ideas.
I know you got so many more, but also
could be a doubt.
I mean, I'm scanning through right now. I mean, we're just going back and forth between literally two very different types of video games. Because I'm about to bring up the Angry Birds movie.
There was an Angry Birds movie.
There was two of them.
Shut the up.
Yeah, your boy Ted Lasso played Red, the Angry Bird. The actual, he was angry.
Jason.
Olaf played...
Olaf.
I didn't say Josh Gad, please.
No, because, it's Olaf.
Elder Cunningham.
Bear Claw.
My God. Bear Claw. And Danny McBride played the Kaboom one.
Righteous.
Yeah. Mr. Gemstone himself. Yeah, no, that movie was stacked with the cast.
Damn, that was a good cast.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had I Drink and I Know Things. He played the Eagle.
Yeah. Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage. Yeah, he was the Eagle. You had what's his name? Not Bob Moynihan. Saturday Night Live. Stefan.
Oh, Bill Hader.
Bill Hader was he's the lead pig. He's like the lead villain. Yeah, no, this cast was stacked. What's her name? Hormone. See, I can't remember these names. I just remember.
Oh, Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, Maya Rudolph was like one of the ladybirds.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like Bubble Bear. I love Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, no, like, it's a stacked movie. It's stacked with cast. It's pretty funny.
Is it a
you
good
got all
movie?
this.
What is the premise
So
of this movie?
the birds.
It's the plot of the game.
It really is.
What was the plot of the game?
So it's the birds are trying to live tranquil and peacefully, and the pigs come to their bird island and try to take over. So they have to throw the birds at the pigs to defeat them. This is literally the plot of the movie.
Well, from where I was sitting, I felt like I was attacking these pigs' island. So
There's actually cutscenes that explain what's going on at the beginning when you open the game.
Yeah,
Scared.
there's a whole lore. Yeah,
I was
I took that skip ad.
Yeah.
But the second one actually goes into like the pigs and the birds working together to go to this ice island. Who was voiced by what's her name? She was also in Saturday Night Live. Tall, black, Ghostbusters.
Lizzie Jones.
Yeah.
Leslie Jones.
Yeah. Both movies were good. They were funny. They were definitely. I know we talk about like kids movies aren't necessarily kids movies. This was definitely a kid oriented movie. Both of them.
Nice.
And it was funny, but it was also like it had this little heart. The first one definitely had more heart than the second one. The second one was like we're gonna make money, but also kids.
Mm.
But it was It had its moments and Angry Birds. Wanted to let you boogaloo. Let you boogaloo.
Very nice.
Apparently, there's a Tony Hawk video game story pretending I'm Superman.
Okay.
I'm just reading. I'm on Google. Just
The Tony Hawk. I think that's his documentary.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Ratchet and Clank was a movie.
Yes. It's okay.
It wasn't. It wasn't a good movie apparently.
What?
It was okay.
Ratchet and Clank. It was a very popular PlayStation game.
Are they gonna make a Kingdom Hearts movie?
No, and they shouldn't. It would not work.
That's fair.
I saw a post that said like, kids today will never know like the plot of Kingdom Hearts, because neither do I.
Yeah.
Neither does the generation before me.
Nobody knows.
So you put that in a movie, people are just gonna be confused.
There is no way that you can create a Kingdom Hearts adaptation that would make sense. The story just does
because you're hopping through different.
They have written themselves
worlds.
into a corner so awfully that it would not work. You would have to do a pre-story, or you have to do like a post-story.
Why does homeboy find the key in the first place?
Yes.
That leads him to
Like you have to do like the first Keyblade or something like that. You could not do Kingdom Hearts 1.
Kingdom Hearts 2. It'll have to be like original stories that
Yeah.
basically take place in between the games.
Oh. Man, which would make it even worse because they keep giving us stuff that is important to this plot that I'm not gonna play. I am not playing Melody of Keys or whatever the fuck that stupid ass rhythm game is. Anyway,
So no Kingdom Hearts games or movies.
Is Resident Evil a video game?
yes,
I haven't played
So-
the video game, but I know the movies.
yeah. The
They
Resident-
went from bad to worse.
Yeah, they
For
also
sure.
did a weird job of adapting because they're still pretty good like adaptations, but they just don't apply to the games at all anymore.
Well, I did see there was one. I think it was either the second or third one. I saw a visual effects react video where
Yeah.
they did a side by side of one of the scenes from the movie. That was also literally a cutscene from the game.
Yeah.
where he's like they're fighting. I think
And
one
like
of the
Leon
vampires.
and Chris make appearances in the movies, which is cool. Brief. But they should. I feel like they should just adapt. Since we're in the middle of them remaking all of the Resident Evil games anyway, just go ahead and give us Operation Raccoon City as a movie.
They did have that Netflix show.
Yeah.
It wasn't successful.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of successful video game adaptations, Last of Us. I still haven't seen it yet, so don't spoil.
I wasn't talking about it because it wasn't a movie, but yeah.
It was. I mean,
Probably outside of like Sonic, is probably the best video game adaptation we've ever had, which is crazy because it comes out a year after Halo, which is arguably the worst video game adaptation.
I forgot that show was a show. That's how bad it was.
Like, it's not hard to just respect your source material and make changes where it's necessary.
Right.
Let's respect the source material.
Right.
Yeah.
Or create new characters in that world. The part of Halo that made Master Chief so cool is that you
He
did
never
not
take off his
know
helmet enough,
who
yeah.
he was. you didn't know if it was a he. You didn't know it was a he because I told you he, but you did it is the Master Chief does not have a face. It could be any just big ass dude.
And what did they do? Episode 1 of the TV show.
I'm gonna be honest. I stopped watching the moment he took his helmet off.
It was
did not want to see
I didn't watch any of it. But I heard it was literally the end of episode 1. He takes off his helmet. It's like, why do you do the one thing? That
and then he spends so much of the rest of the series without the helmet. Like it's like
we don't care. We want to see.
Like he's not Jason Bourne. Like he does not. There's not two different sides of Master Chief. Master Chief is Master Chief. Math is math.
Okay, Mr. Incredible.
Nah, but it's just like they like the part that makes The Last of Us so good is that they take things and just they take it from the game and just stick it in the show. Mm-hmm. But then when they do make changes, everything is not like we're doing this, and it doesn't. None of it feels like a fuck you to the players. Like it is like we're changing this because it does not make sense thematically in a TV show for this to happen. Mm-hmm. Like, and all of the changes that they make are like really well done. Don't know how they're gonna get through the entire. I don't know. They're not gonna get through the entire second game in one season.
Well, they said that's already broken up into 2 seasons. I think it got approved for. It got approved for.
Because.
It got approved for 2 more seasons, and that they were going to split up Last of Us 2 into 2 seasons.
Because Last of Us 2 is a chunk of a game.
Are they going to release a 3rd video game?
No.
Okay.
Naughty Dog has no plans on doing a 3rd Last of Us game right now.
So is the show just going to stop after the 3rd season?
I would think so because it's streaming.
Yeah.
It's an HBO show. They can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can technically call it a limited series, even though it's 3 full seasons. You can still call it a limited series. Yeah. That's what I feel like a lot of
I feel like
TV
Bella
shows
Ramsey, after they get done with season 2, Bella Ramsey's going to be too famous to do 4 or 5 seasons of this.
Yeah, that's true.
She's going to have 2 more seasons and then she's going to be a megastar.
So you saw what happened with Homegirl from Stranger Things?
And you know what happened to Pedro.
Yeah.
He did Game of Thrones and then a season of The Mando, and he's biggest actor in the world.
You were referring to Sadie Sink, not Millie Bobby Brown, right?
I'm talking about Millie Bobby Brown. Yeah. She, believe it or not, she got superstar status after like season 3.
That's true.
And that's why they had to slow down production because I mean,
And
other than like all growing.
Enola Holmes is a good ass movie.
Yeah.
I also just love Henry Cavill, but Enola Holmes, Henry Cavill playing the drunk Sherlock is
Enola Holmes too was.
fun.
I agree. Her performance in the first one for me was lackluster.
I like the second one better than the first one.
I haven't seen the second one.
It's a step up.
Did y'all ever play the Infamous games?
No.
The Infamous games.
My brother did though.
Infamous is like ripe for an adaptation into something.
Cool.
I think, especially with the anti-hero, superhero craze that's going on right now with like The Boys and Invincible, I feel like the storytelling of the Infamous series would really lend a hand to being adapted. I think the Fallout series deserves an adaptation.
You know what I miss, and I feel like they should do adaptations even though the movies come out first? Video game, like, even though the movies come out first, I miss the days where they would have the video games attached to the superhero movies.
Yeah,
like
the tie-ins were crazy.
Yeah, had we had like
Batman Begins, the video game.
Yeah, that or like an MCU video game.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they tried that.
We ignoring the Avengers because that's Marvel's the Avengers. I'm talking about MCU.
Yeah.
Like if in 2008 you had Iron Man, then you had Iron Man the video game, then Captain America the video game, and just have like they come out like DVDs. You just have like a solid 22, 23 video game set.
Yeah.
Of the Infinity Saga.
Yeah.
Or you could just save it all until the Avengers, and literally you could just play like all the movies through up until the Avengers.
Kind of, and I mean, a lot of the games, a lot of the MCU movies up until I think after the first Avengers movie, all of the first ones got tie-ins. Like in some way, shape, or form, like Iron Man got like McDonald's tie-ins, but they got tie-ins. Like,
they did have, because I know definitely Iron Man because it was so like digital. They did a bunch of like digital tie-ins like with your phone and like there was at one point Jarvis was an actual app that you can do.
Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3 is the Infinity Saga. So they did adapt it in a way.
I mean, because the Avengers is like they said. I remember reading the Avengers is the adaptation of the Ultimate comics. So.
Yes, we got like the Amazing Spider-Man, and we got Spectacular Spider-Man, and we got Ultimate Spider-Man.
I remember because Sony was still trying to tie in the video games with their stuff.
Yeah.
Because I own the Amazing Spider-Man 2 video game. So
I mean, Spider-Man 2, like from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man era, is the best Spider-Man game. To its point.
I'm about to say other than
I mean, technology-wise, I mean, like Spider-Man 2014 is until Spider-Man 2 2023 comes out. Spider-Man 2014 is the best Spider-Man game, but like to do what they did with the technology that they had, Spider-Man 2 is. I hold it above Spider-Man 2014 because I expected 2014 to be that good. I did not expect 2005 to be that good.
I got you.
I got you. I'm trying to think. Ghost of Tsushima, which came out 2020 for the PlayStation 4.
Someone said that the director of the John Wick movie should direct that.
Yes. Ghost of Tsushima needs an adaptation. God of War, at this point, especially the Norse Saga, God of War needs an adaptation.
Do you feel like the guy who currently
Christopher Judge? Absolutely.
Should be Kratos, yeah.
I mean,
dude is built like Kratos.
I mean, he's that big, and like, it'd be hard to do Kratos without having that voice. Like even like Greek Kratos' voice was pretty iconic. So like, you'd need somebody that can like, Zeus. Like you'd need like somebody scary. But like Christopher Judge's voice is so attached to the character of Kratos at this point that you have to, and they're all like around that age, where they could do Ragnarok and adapt it. And Richard Schiff is already in the Ragnarok, so come on, give me Richard Schiff as live action Odin. I was gonna say Alan Wake is another one that deserves an adaptation, and then Detroit Become Human, which is basically already a movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring back Jesse Williams.
Yeah,
make him the main character.
Let him sing again. It'll be great. Yeah, I feel like, and I know I spend a lot of time talking about like PlayStation specific titles, but I feel like PlayStation games lend themselves more to story adaptations because they are stories.
We get a Proud Family video game.
I think they did that.
I think so.
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah.
I know we have like so many Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Like a Mandalorian game.
I think, I'm going to be honest, I think Mando was supposed to be a game first. Because we've gotten Boba Fett games before. Yeah. We've gotten like, so there's also Star Wars Bounty Hunter, which is basically Mando the game. But I don't know.
I want to play as Grogu, that's all I'm saying.
Why?
I just want to walk around and take me 3 hours to get 5 places.
I'm going to need Grogu to talk.
I still got to catch up.
Yeah.
But I saw him jump. I saw him jump on TikTok.
The thing was cool.
Yeah, I'm just on Disney Plus right now.
We could go on and on.
Why are we being told to wrap it up? I ain't done yet.
I am.
Hey, what we're going to do now is take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the weekly blurb. Be right back, guys.
Bye.
Nah, I don't like that. That's better.
And
It's time for the weekly blurb.
are you speaking whale?
Oh,
Do you want to?
Dora, what are you doing?
Just keep swimming.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's time for the weekly blurb where we talk
That
about
time.
stuff and things.
All
the things.
Hashtag
all
things.
the small things.
Copy infringement.
Say it ain't so.
I think it's Jeremy's turn to go first.
I will not go. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I went first last time. I know that much.
Oh, yeah, I was on camera last time. That's why.
I think I went first. Maybe I didn't. Damn.
I can't remember. All right. I got 2.
Ooh.
Both trailers.
trailer.
So, first trailer I want to talk about is Up at This Beard.
R.I.P.
That refresh killed him.
It did. Truly. What was I looking up? Blue Beetle DC released it Monday. Their trailer. James Gunn, whatever you're doing over there in the Warner Brothers Studios, keep it up because that trailer looks phenomenal. Makes me excited for this movie. Jaime Reyes is, for those who don't know, the Blue Beetle, the current Blue Beetle in the comics, and they're going with that iteration of the story in the movie. And yeah,
I think that's the best choice.
Truly.
Because we all know this Blue Beetle more than we know the other one.
Yeah.
Young
Smart.
Justice.
Smart. But yeah, no, it looked funny. It looked full of heart. It looked like it looks promising. That practical suit looks very practical.
Yes.
It looks
good.
Very
good.
It looks good.
I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen a suit of armor that's practical look that good since we saw the Mando armor the first time. Like Pedro Pascal Mando
Indeed.
armor, not Django or Boba. They kind of beat up.
Yeah. Boba Fett looked like he was wearing a skirt half the time in his too. Ain't nothing wrong with the skirt, but
Hey, it's a kilt.
okay. Space kilt.
Combat kilt.
Space kilt.
Hashtag.
Look out for the Blur Survival guys. Space kilts.
Not a damn one of y'all is Scottish.
My last name's
Find it
Scott.
at your local Spencer.
He said my last name's Scott.
Ish.
Nah, but filling time here. No, it honestly gives hope for the new DC universe, DCU, what James Gunn is doing and his whole plan. And I'm excited for this movie, even though we just saw the trailer. I've watched it at least 10 times today already.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Go team, and Batman is a fascist, according to George Lopez.
I mean.
Trailer number 2.
I mean.
I mean,
I mean.
rich people on the rich. Trailer number 2. Well, not a trailer, more so an announcement. The movie came out in 2016 and is now getting a live action adaptation. I saw an announcement this morning from one Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that Disney and The Rock and Ali Ikrivalo are working on a live action Moana. This movie is not even 10 years old yet.
Why?
And we are getting a live action adaptation.
Let it be known.
Because The Rock is using all of his charisma points to get back in Disney's good graces after the fallout of Warner Brothers.
Can't he?
And this failed attempt to
So
try
he
to take
should-
over the DC universe.
He should produce a Princess and the Frog movie first.
Someone I saw TikTok where it said that we need an Atlantis movie, live action. We need
well, Lilo
Tom
and
Holland
Stitch is
and Zendaya Atlantis movie.
yes, but also Lilo and Stitch, the live action movie is
they
coming
just
out.
casted Lilo for
I
that,
saw
and
that.
she
She
is
looks-
She's so
adorable
cute.
AF.
She's
Oh,
very
I
cute.
also saw a rumor or a speculation or that the girl who voiced Moana is in talks to play Nani.
Solid choice.
Do it.
I agree.
Do it.
Solid choice.
Do it.
Why do we need a live action Moana right
Why
now?
do we need
Well,
a
it's not
live
gonna be right
action?
now. It's gonna probably be in like 4 years.
We don't need a live action anything, to be honest.
Yeah. I need a live action Atlantis.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
I want to see
I need a
submarine
live
in
action Atlantis and a live action Treasure Planet.
The Kraken from Atlantis in
Oh,
live
yeah.
action would be terrifying.
Like I
Give
want
me a
Do you
Guillermo
still-
del Toro
I'm just saying-
directed
I'm saying-
Atlantis
I'm just saying,
movie.
like a
Do you-
Pirates of the Caribbean Pirates of the Caribbean esque Atlantis.
No, but
Just
Do
like
you still want
cinematically,
it?
not like
Do
story
you still
wise.
want it if Tom Holland and or Zendaya are not in it?
yes,
Yep,
All right.
that is just my like fan
that's
cast.
Dream cast.
that's
But-
the ideal fan cast for that movie.
Yeah.
I feel
agree.
like that in Treasure Planet, when that does come time to like, if they do it, those are going to be
Well,
movies that
'cause-
they're going to cast very well.
Yeah, I mean, even before Tom Holland and Zendaya's always been big, but before they got like mega big with all the movies and them dating and everything, it was Cole Sprouse.
I saw that,
for
Yeah,
for Milo.
For Milo, yeah.
And I mean, we can find a nerdy
Yeah.
kid.
yeah.
we can find a nerdy kid. But yeah, no, I would love to see a live action like Atlantis, a live action Treasure Planet. All these like those post Renaissance Disney Renaissance movies that didn't make
Yeah.
it theatrically acclaimed movies. Those remakes are what we need.
Yeah.
Not Moana.
Yeah.
Princess and the
agree.
Frog, dang it.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah, we got that announcement that happened. Yeah, we got our live action Lilo announced, and she is precious as all get out.
Zach Galifianakis has also been cast, and they cast him first, and it was first at an undisclosed role, but I think rumors and more than likely he's going to be Pleakley.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's all my Disney news and Disney and DC news on this side of the table.
D&D.
D&D. Haha. Dungeons and Dragons comes out this past weekend.
Sorry, I'm still trying to imagine Zach Galifianakis as Pleakley.
I mean, mocap.
I mean, it's live action, right?
It's live action, but I mean, you can find a blue dog that can grow extra arms.
I mean,
tell me something.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I'm wondering if they're going to CGI it that much.
They got to, because I mean,
Yeah,
Pleakley is a one-eyed
Alien.
alien. Yeah,
Yeah.
obsessed with mosquitoes.
I mean, they could do some like Avengers shit. Like, where are they going with it? Which type of CGI alien are they going with?
They got to go to not full on Avengers, but I mean, what is another live action that had aliens?
Pick a Star Wars movie.
Yeah. So I'm
Pick
just
any
trying to
prequel
imagine.
Star Wars movie.
I'm just trying to imagine. Anyway, sorry. Continue. What's yours?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to go?
No, I got it. Unless you want to. You can if you want to. All right. You sure?
Yeah, mine's anticlimactic. Maybe I should go first then.
Okay.
I was just going to talk about Love is Blind.
Ooh.
Because the second chunk of episodes came out this past Friday, and we have
you been watching it?
He ain't watching Love is Blind. He ain't watching Love is Blind. I'm glad you watched it, Jeremy, because the tea is piping. Jay and I talk about it. We will watch it together, obviously. And
Boy, howdy.
I feel like this season is so different from the last three.
Yes.
Because the men are more likable
Very.
than the women.
Very.
And that's very rare for this show.
Yeah.
Because there has been some
And I think it's
ass on these shows.
and I think it's because Love is Blind has gotten popular to the point that enough people are seeing it and know about it.
Right.
That it was like, okay, we're just going to see another all men are assholes kind of situation, and all the women are not victims, but all women are nice.
The women are being treated like shit by shitty men. Yeah.
But now we get to see vice
Some
versa.
villains. We got some female.
We got
villains.
full on villains, female and male. Freaking Josh, when he came in the party drunk as hell.
That was the producers pulling some shit.
That was that. Yeah.
Now Irina and Micah, that's them being awful
natural.
people that
That's
want to be
natural.
on TV.
Yep. I remember when it was Micah and her fiance when they were meeting his mom, and she did mom did a whole Facebook investigation.
They looked like each other.
Did that too. Yeah. I mean, because he was from New Orleans, but she was like they looked her up, and turns out I think she was from Mobile.
Her dad lives in Mobile.
Yeah, I'm like, no, don't be from Alabama.
Mom stalked this girl.
Stay away from Alabama. No,
We don't want you.
we don't.
Yeah.
We don't claim you. No,
She looks like she went to Alabama, but she didn't.
she didn't she went to even though I kind of did slight stalking. I found the Instagram and saw she went to Washington State University.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think she's from there.
Oh no,
She went to
her face gives off
Tuscaloosa vibes.
Yeah.
Her face gives Tuscaloosa.
U of A, real deal. Her and Irina.
She's blonde.
No, she's not, but she's blonde.
Okay, she's platinum blonde.
You saw her mom and dad?
I did.
She is not
She's
blonde.
platinum blonde, and her friend is a brunette, and they both look like they are in Phi Mu together.
Not
Anyway.
Apple pecan pie.
Not to plug this show, but it's entertaining as heck. So if you like trash TV, it's a good one.
It's the only one that I watch faithfully.
There you go.
That's a shit, my God.
Back to you, Ryan.
I feel like I should have gone first. I feel like y'all got really into that, and I'm gonna just pivot to video games.
No, it'll be a good.
Let me just say one last thing. Marshall deserves better.
Marshall does.
There. All right.
You're talking about Marshall and Lily? Yeah.
That show. Okay, How I Met Your Father is.
They put Barney Stinson in there.
They did. They did.
Yeah, it almost made me watch it.
It's
almost.
It's entertaining.
I need more of it to come out before I start watching.
Yeah,
it.
that's fair. I
I
understand.
don't think I could watch that week to week.
Totally fair.
Well, I mean, we just finished
second season.
The first half. No, it's the first half of the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need at least 3 more before I can start watching it.
3 more
He needs
seasons?
3 more seasons.
Yeah.
He's got
Do we need to find out who the father is?
5 seasons. It
I
needs to be
need the
finale.
first solid tease of the father before I.
That's episode 1. What you mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't watch the show.
They do say like your father is like in this room.
One of these groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the people in the group.
That's funny. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about my current favorite video game developer, Insomniac Studios. They are in development, and it's actually due out this year, which I hope, and I'm praying it does not get delayed again. But Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5 is coming out this year. It's due out and expected. It is expected at September 30th. This game we are getting to play is Miles, and Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We are fighting against Kraven the Hunter and Venom.
Voiced by Candyman.
Voiced by the OG Candyman himself. Spider-Man PS4 should have won Game of the Year.
Truly.
It was a spectacular game. Yes, it made you feel like Spider-Man, but beyond that, they really understood the character and like kept it at a level where, yes, it was like a disaster if he failed to the city of New York, but it felt very contained. And they've done a great job in developing Miles as a separate character, and so I'm excited for what they do. The other part of this is that Insomniac is currently developing a Wolverine game in the same style as Spider-Man PS4, but it's not going to be as open world. They said it's going to be God of War like, but they said it's also going to be brutal.
Hell yeah.
And I'm so excited for my Wolverine hack and slash.
I may play that now.
I scream every time I see that teaser where they're in the
bar. Oh man,
I remember homeboy just got the arm out. You just
you see the claws. The first time they showed that, I lost it. I was like, here we go. I think
they didn't even announce what it was. I think I saw it was like TikTok and Instagram, and like you just see the like it said Insomniac Games, so like that's what grabbed your attention. And like from the creator of Spider-Man, and then you just see this bar. You see homeboy with hairy arm and just sitting there with a fist. And all of a sudden you just see shing. I'm like,
that's one of the ones that I watched get premiered with Colton and Max, and we all just lost our mind.
Yeah, I would collectively lose all my shits.
Yeah. That was a very fantastic E3 presentation. There was a E3's not happening this year, which is very sad. But E3 is a big gaming conference.
Too many gaming.
Major companies kept pulling out.
Yeah.
Like
Damn.
Sony's not doing it, Microsoft's not doing it, Ubisoft just pulled out.
Dang.
It would be Bethesda and Nintendo rarely gives good presentations, and Bethesda's not doing anything important right now. And as much as I love them, Guerrilla Games and Sucker Punch could not carry an E3.
Fair.
They're probably about to get bought by Sony and Microsoft, respectively. But I'm excited. I think Wolverine appears in Spider-Man 2. I think they start to build out that universe a little bit more and start to not necessarily. We're not going to leave New York, but I feel like we're going to have more heroes make appearances because we had Taskmaster and Black Cat and characters like that were specific to the Spider-Man mythos in Spider-Man PS4. So I feel like with the introduction of Wolverine, we might get a few other.
Definitely a mention of like.
And the Avengers exist in this universe, in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah, you got the Avengers Tower, but also like...
And he says they're out on the West Coast, which I thought was hilarious.
Marvel.
I think that if anybody's going to do it, I think my prediction for Spider-Man 2, and then I'll end it, is we get Wolverine and we get Johnny Storm. Those are my two cameos that I think we're going to get.
Johnny Storm.
We still got to answer the question of like, I know Norman Osborn like told him it was time to wake up.
We're not going to get that till
Morales, but like
we're not going to get that till the end of this game because Green Goblin is going to be too big for them to just. They're going to show you Green Goblin in a trailer.
But we got the Sinister Six in the first game.
Yeah, because you had to start somewhere, but Goblin's too big of a hero now. You can't do Venom, Kraven, and the Green Goblin. Green Goblin gets his own story. Yeah. There is like the only reason why Goblin worked in a group in No Way Home is because we already knew what that was about. We have to establish.
We've already seen this whole Goblin
why Green Goblin is gonna be
because that was
menace.
Specifically like Tobey Maguire's Green Goblin, but still,
yeah,
we still got it,
for Peter Parker in this universe, who's It's also appearing in Across the Spider-Verse.
I've seen I've seen
made me
Green Art.
happy.
We're gonna get a trailer for that.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Today.
yeah. So we'll give y'all reactions. Maybe not.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say.
Hey, appreciate you.
About to drop $80 on that thing.
Hey, but we appreciate you guys for listening. What an episode!
What an episode.
What a time.
What a time! Video games.
Sorry.
Video games, man. Video games.
Vidya games.
Vidya.
Foosball is of the devil.
Oh man. Well, Miriam, where can the people find us? She don't know. It's okay because I got it. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram at Blurred Survival Guide, at Twitter and TikTok at Blurred Guide, on Google at Blurred Survival Guide, YouTube at Blurred Survival Guide, all the things Blurred Survival Guide. You can find me on my personals at That's Disney Blurred. That's new.
Update.
It died, didn't it? It's fine. Just keep it. No, just keep it recording. It's gonna record. I did technical difficulties on the video last time. It's all right.
Technical difficulties.
Where can people find you, Ryan?
On Instagram at Yes It's Ryan K.
And Miriam.
At Mind Your Business.
Hey.
Woo!
Mind your business.
Anonymous. But other than that, keep surviving, everybody.
We're back. It's the Blurred Survival Guide.
Taylor, King.
BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurred Survival Guide until the
Okay.
end. BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurred Survival Guide until the end.
Oh, we back at it again.
Again.
Jay, Jeremy, Miriam, Ryan, friends until the end. What's new this week? That is our mission. Spoiler leaks, not our ambition. Call us geeks. Come on now, listen. Black and nerdy's our position.
Blurred boys, y'all know what to expect. Enter the podcast, we come in correct. Survivalist world, we coming for the throne. Blurred boys, survivalist zone.
BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurred Survival Guide until the end. BSG, we back again. Combos, topics, fave top 10. Podcast fiends, go tell your friends. Blurred Survival Guide until the end.
Taylor.
It's the Blurred Survival Guide. It's the Blurred Survival Guide. It's the Blurred Survival Guide.